You don't really get into the head of Denji on his relation to the world and characters. Okay, that's fair. Hmm. High Patch Girl had no development. But yeah, I don't like the arc overall. High Patch Girl had no development. Okay, man, that's fair, bro. That's fair. I agree, bro. I thought it was. I don't know, bro. There's nothing to feel bad for. People feel bad for her? Like I don't even know how. I have absolutely no idea how. Like they made Aki, who is a smooth character. They basically kind of made him a parody. Like they even make jokes that he's so serious and he's out for revenge. He's like, bro, let it go. Like they're making jokes in the show, like, bro, let it go. He feels like he's kind of a parody character. And then Aki, all aspects, the build up to her dying, she was doing stuff that we didn't like. She literally almost sexually assaulted Denji, like, like the episode before. And I'm like, oh, she's dead. Rats, like there was nothing, like there was just, it was just, not, just, yeah, no, no, definitely not down. Did you watch Bleach or Blue Lock? Because I was trying not to like go too much of spoiler alerts. I might have to do another explanation for why Bleach is number two. Because Bleach kind of old, honestly speaking. I've been into Bleach. Okay. Oh, you're caught up. Did you? What did you think about this season then? What did you think about this season then? Let me know. I gotta add this little quick part because it's gonna be like, it was top tier. How did you feel about it? Yeah, before I give any commentary, how did you feel about it, man? Like I said, if y'all in the chat, man, give us a ring, give us a conversation because we just talking anime here. I gotta switch over because plug my laptop in. Yeah. I hope y'all can still see me. Uh, I hope y'all can see me, man. Had to move a little bit. Yeah, we had to move. We had to take a little step. Okay, so you said I do think they're just grasping at straws to make him more overpowered. Are you talking about Ichigo or Your Watch? Your Walk? Who are they trying to make overpowered? Oh, Ichigo. Okay, yeah. Hmm. Okay, I get what you're saying. Are they grasping at straws? I think why the only reason I kind of disagree with them grasping at straws to make him overpowered, I would say I kind of disagree. Actually, I don't disagree, but I think it feels like that because the writer took so long to tell us about Ichigo's mom. Like it took so long for us to find out the information that we found out in that season that it feels like that. Like the conversation he had with his dad felt like something we should have been knew. Like it just didn't make sense why we found out now. Like it just like it just really didn't make sense why we found out what his Zangetsu did feel find out. The plot twist. Oh no, that was fire. No, I rocked with that. That felt like a great plot twist. My problem is one his dad telling him like that was a great plot twist. and this is what I'm gonna talk about. I'm probably gonna add this point to the top five ranking that I did. But my point was, it felt like when the dad came to tell Ichigo his whole backstory, right? It felt like the writers forgot something. Here's what I mean. They're like, oh, people are probably wondering why. Oh, they're probably wondering why Ichigo's dad never helped him out at all. Wow. Did we forget to tell him that? I think we did forget to tell him that. Well, let's explain that. Well, it's because, yeah. I mean, while it was cool to have Ichigo's dad show up to fight Aizen and kill the Hollow that killed Ichigo's mom, we forgot to explain why he never helped his son at all. Oh, yes, that's because Ichigo's dad could not see Hollows for 20 years, right? And then his powers came back in that exact moment. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, if you're wondering why. What? I mean, I guess cool, but then it's not like his dad's memories were erased. His dad didn't give him any type of mentorship. None. While at the same time, his dad knew what the hell was going on. He's not oblivious. And in the conversation about telling his dad about the mom, the stuff about his mom wasn't crazy, bro. Like, I thought it was like a more sinister story. No, not even a little bit. Like, y'all couldn't tell him this after he fought Aizen? Like, this couldn't come up right after he fought Aizen? Like, that's what made it feel forced. Like, the plot twist was to get to was fire. Our problem was the conversation with his dad. Like, why didn't we know Ichigo's origin before this? Okay. What's missing from Bleach overall is world building. These societies live in a world between, but I want to learn about how the animal clan affects the world or how Quincy's society is actually like. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get it needs world building. And what do you think was the falter for that? I mean, because they said that Bleach was actually supposed to end. From people say they said Bleach was kind of supposed to end when Ichigo lost his powers. Like it was supposed to be the end of that. But then we, the fans, are the ones that raised the uproar. Like we don't like that ending, so they bring his powers back. And I guess he kept writing and writing and writing. That's what somebody said. I don't know if that's to be fact. The Quincy Society. We do need to learn more about the Quincy Society. And to add to that, right, I want to say this is another person that felt weird was Uryu. The entire series, I didn't understand Uryu. I literally didn't understand Uryu, and I didn't understand um, Quincy's Uryu's dad. Like he just refuses to tell his son anything. I'm like, your son literally risked his life multiple times, and I know you know about it. Like, what do you mean? Like he literally could have died. Your Quincy son went to the Sarate, and I believe fought a captain. He went to Waco Mundo, fought a Rancor, and his dad just refuses to tell him anything. And I'm like, bro, why? Like Ichigo's dad and Uryu's dad both felt like the information Ichigo eventually got, he should have got a while ago, and Uryu's information that he was asking for, he should have got a while ago. Like it just didn't make sense why it happened all in the season. They really pushed away other main characters until the plot is convenient. Facts. Facts. Like what happened to Chad? Like Chad had this little strong moment, and then it's like, oh, they know. And that's what I kind of was why I said that the start of the season felt kind of you missed it when I was explaining the Chainsaw Man. My critique of Bleach, my fault, is I've said Bleach kind of felt like it started off fast, and while I enjoyed it, I felt it just went kind of dived right in like nothing had changed. Like it had been a couple years since we've seen Bleach, right? And I enjoyed because I do like the high pace. Like I watch a lot of One Piece, so I don't want to be waiting 30 episodes for people to fight. Um, but it just felt kind of rushed. Like it just dived right into it. No seatbelt, right? And it just went a little too fast. And I don't know if that was because we hadn't seen Bleach in a while. Like it's finally making its return. If it had returned quicker, would it have felt that fast? Or if it was just because, like I said, it's been a while and they just dived right in. I was like, I don't know about this. Yeah, just in Iryu, like, bro, what was going on with Iryu? Like the Hollow Road is literally a desert. Like, come on, like the Hollow Road is literally a desert, and they just leave it alone. Like, the Hollow part. I guess I don't really mind because I feel like they did give a backstory of the Hollows. Like, there's still like, who's the Soul King, and like, I guess the Soul King like should dive into how Soul King created everything. But I feel like they gave us kind of a little backstory with every Arankar going back to his life. I was kind of cool with that. My problem is just like they do need more world building. Definitely the Quincy's for sure. In Uryu, like I just have to bring up Uryu, bro. Like why was Uryu acting like Romeo and Juliet? Like oh, like Ichigo's a Soul Reaper. He's my friend, but I know we'll never be real friends. We can never coexist. So I'm gonna enjoy the evil Quincy's that I just found out about today, and like yeah, I can't be friends with Ichigo anymore. I'm gonna rock with them, even though they try to kill my best friend Ichigo. And I'm kind of cool with Rukia, but yeah, I'm Quincy all the way. Like not even like my heart, like I'm wavering. He just full on joined him at the end of the season. And I was like, what? Like I felt like the emotions Uri was going through, he should have went through in the season. Like early in the series, hell early, and then whatever arc, he should have been went through his emotions. I'm like, bro, you really went to the Ceretate to save Rukia. It was his whole reaper. And he's talking about, bro, I can't go to Wake Mundo to save a hollow. I'm a Quincy. Nigga, you're friends with a Soul Reaper already. What are you talking about? I'm a Quincy. Like what? Like what? Bro, what? And then he joined the Quincy squad, mind you, and he knows all the captains know that he's a Quincy. If the soldiers really were that like bloodthirsty, they would have just killed you straight up. Straight up. World is literally a desert. Hmm. How did you feel about Yamamoto, bro, the head captain? How did you feel about the Quincy King fight? Then we diving in on this Bleach, man. I mean, Bleach was amazing. I got it in top five anime of all time, but I do think this season kind of that was top tier fight, bro. Definitely a lit fight. I'm still kind of confused at what happened though. Like, hopefully, we get more explanation on what exactly happened in Captain Yamamoto's fight with the Quincy King a while ago. You think the animation will go on after? I'm be honest, the animation kind of. I was worried about the animation because it took a while for the animation to grow on me because I'm so used to watching old Bleach that the new animation took a while for me to grow on me. I think they have the budget too, so I can't see the animation really dipping like that. I think the main thing they need to work on is plot, is story. I feel like it's missing. Like I said, just more. It just I don't know. Everything just feels kind of rushed. Obviously, I was heard about I feel like he got enough backstory. It was a solid art. I feel like he got enough backstory. It was a solid art. Yeah, yeah, I just was confused about for Yamamoto. I was confused about well, one. Hopefully, they explain it a little bit in depth. Like when he was fighting Quincy King, they were like going back to the past, and I was like, it looks like I was like, oh, Yamamoto spared him. It looks like Yamamoto did not spare him. Like it looked like he went for the kill. Like I'm confused. I'm like, what happened? I did enjoy the fact that they um like why the Quincy King explains why Yamamoto, spoiler alert, dies, right? It's because of him being selfish, him thinking he could take on everything himself, right? And that's kind of going back to Mob Psycho. That's kind of the that we all try to bear everything on our own and we don't ask for help, and that's kind of was his end, is that he never asked for help. Like he never even got his arm healed. And I love that the Quincy King talked about it. He was like, bro, you didn't even get your arm healed. Like, that's how prideful you are. That human girl could have literally just healed your arm. It wasn't that serious. And you refused it. Goofy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, bro, you could have called Ichigo a while ago. but you refuse to. This is why you're here now. Prideful, right? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm hyped for the next season, but those are my like kind of weak points for it. Was the backstory? Oh, also I felt that last little nugget about it was um oh, the story with the Bankais. How did you feel about that? Because you just say you're in the Bleach, so I believe I don't know if it was a movie or filler arc, but they did it already where the captains had to fight their own Zanpakuto, and that's what it reminded me of. And I was like, they couldn't get a new type of gimmick. Like it felt like I had seen this before when I was watching it. I was like, oh wow, I mean, they're like Bankai gets sealed, but I mean, this is just like when they had to fight this Zanpakuto. This is kind of weird. Like it felt kind of similar to that, too similar to that, so I couldn't really get behind the that aspect felt like a gimme, but I loved everything. Honestly speaking, point to end, point to end. Okay, okay. Oh, and I'm super hyped for Kenpachi too. Super hyped for Kenpachi. That was a good twist too. Kenpachi versus Unohana. Man, that anime man never trust any good two choose character. Any character that's too nice, they're wrong. Okay, they're serial killer. But I did feel like in this season we got a lot of like they it answered a lot of questions for sure. Well, what was wrong with Ichigo? Oh, that makes sense. Well, why didn't Ichigo's dad ever help out? Oh, that makes sense. Why does Kenpachi seem to be strong enough to fight somebody, and then he's stronger here to fight this person, and he's stronger to fight this person, and he's stronger to fight this person? It's weird. Oh, that's because Kenpachi basically plays down to his competition. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it was good answers. Uh, I'm hyped for it. Excited. Uh, yeah, I feel like we could talk about. So your main reptiles' main thing, like I said, this is me and my chatter is they need world building, and I do. I think it kind of went a little too far, high paced, but it had been a while, so I don't really mind with Bleach. Captain Yamamoto, like I said, no spoilers. I kind of hope he comes back to life some weird way. Um, Honestly speaking, and I don't even usually like things like that, but it was upsetting to see him lose. And he kind of gets hold. Like he doesn't even really get a fair fight. And I just kind of always am upset when like characters don't get a fair. Like obviously they're villains, but I'm like, bro, give him the fight, bro. Like just beat him straight up. And bro was running, and bro basically was like, I'm gonna make sure he gets all his power out, and then I can steal his Bankai, and then I can kill him. I was like, that's kind of trash. Seriously, I was like, that's kind of weak. But I don't know, call me a hater. Maybe I'm too invested. I would give that series still with all my knocks on it. Probably a. I still gotta give it a. A anime. That might be a biased A. It's my favorite. One of my favorite animes.